An overhead look at downtown Philadelphia. That's the site of our broadcast tonight. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And here we can check out the score for Nikola Vucevic.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Young is out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton, and it's Green in at the small forward position. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight, both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
Now, here's Satoransky. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Williams, and Embiid with the block. Here's Milton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Milton's got the opening bucket of the night here for Philadelphia. And here is Satoransky. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Young, back to Satoransky. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
And the 76ers with possession. High, arcing shot, and it's good, 2 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's coming off a 31-point game against Washington. Here's Levine. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
He's becoming a more well-rounded scorer, guys. Buckets like this demonstrate Levine's ability to finish from anywhere.
Here's Simmons. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now here's Levine. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Washington. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Zach LaVine go to the line here. That one on Embiid. Chicago shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Free throw good, Levine.
You know, you look at Levine's game, and we all know he can score the ball, but he rebounds it well and passes better than average. This guy is really an outstanding all-around player.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Joel Embiid. Green, he's checked in for Chicago. 1:02 left to play in the first. White against Hill. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round one.
The first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
Here's Korkmaz. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. Tice trying to break free. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by White.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now here is Hill. He kicks it to Simmons. Over Green. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Simmons got 6.
With Ben Simmons, his wheelhouse is in close. The closer he is, the more dangerous he is.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the 76ers. Simmons is out there with Portis. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Hill. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 slot. Now here's Simmons. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Chicago.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. I mean, he's absolutely brilliant at keeping the defense off balance.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he jams it with authority.
KCP is a guy who can pull up from 3 just as easily as take it to the cup. He's a tough cover in transition.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
The first free throw is good. And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid comes in for Portis, and Harris subbed in for Ben Simmons. And Chicago also making a switch. Levine's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Bulls trail by 7. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Yep, it counts.
You know, he wants to be more aggressive from there. I like watching Levine work the mid-range game into his game.
Bounce pass for Milton. against Saturansky from 17 feet out. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Saturansky gets the bucket. Here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Harris off the drive. And that one's drained from the low block. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important. And right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Now here's Levine. 7 points in the game.
I guess even he is one of those once in a while.
Here's Milton. He feeds it to Embiid. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And Saturansky wide open. He fires. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the two, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Here's Green. No good there off the double clutch. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Levine. The shot from the low post is good. Levine's got 9 points.
You know what you get there? Levine strong enough now to take on contact. Able to complete the play.
Green, the pass to Embiid. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
See how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They were a determined team in the second quarter, and you saw it come across on the scoreboard. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your take on it?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
It's been a matchup disaster for them at the defensive end. They're having all sorts of trouble and giving up a lot of easy baskets. It's not too late if they could tighten it up and give a lot of intensity on defense.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So for Chicago right now, Saturansky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Williams is out there with Young, and it's Vucevic in at the center. Here's Williams. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Williams has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Bulls. Here's Simmons. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
For the tie, and Levine lays it in. Levine's got 11 points.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
7 straight fast break points. They've got the defense gasping for breath right now.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. The 76ers with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Green. Then for the Bulls, Green, he's checked in for Williams. Caldwell Pope comes in for Levine. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. White, good.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
The drive by Hill. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
I think that's why Hill's teammates really like him. I mean, he gets to the hoop rapidly and really does it in a simple-looking fashion.
Now, here is Young. No points in the game yet for him. Simmons with the defensive effort.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bucket is good. And the 76ers lead by 2.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Caldwell Pope wishes to White. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
Chicago shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Thaddeus Young. And both free throws good for White.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Harris finds Hill. Makes it off the glass. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
You know, Hill is long and athletic, but deceptively strong, as he showed you there, using his body well.
Hill against White. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. The 76ers lead. Right side, Portis. The the shot's good. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
White, wide open. He fires. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Green, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Now here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Bulls trail by 4. Here's Vucevic. Embiid with the steal. To the inside. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Embiid. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Green's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Satoransky. Yep, that one goes.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Embiid. No good. Shot missing. So the Bulls will take it the other way. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Levine.
You know what you like about Levine as a finisher? I mean, he can go straight to the rack, pop out to the 3, and can do everything in between as well.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Bulls trail by 4. Levine wide open. No good on the 3. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
I like his even-keeled demeanor, guys. You look at Ben Simmons, never too high or too low. He's got a quiet confidence about him that bodes well for his future.
Harris is checked in for Portis. And Chicago also making a switch. Young's checked in for Daniel Tice. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 1:03 left here in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And you can see the confidence there, Kevin, just oozing out of him. LaVine knows he can get his shot in almost any situation, and that's a big one for the team.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
LaVine can't hit. High post, Embiid. Vucevic on him. Here's Simmons. Second shot opportunity, and Harris puts it in. Harris has got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Simmons against Young, and Simmons slams it in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And Simmons slams it in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.